Hello there, Leo. Time for some weekly messages. I'm Michele B. Already we got a little card that wanted to come out. I'm going to pull 3. We got some devil energy coming out. That's not like some like demon coming out, all right? The devil represents obsessive thinking, like feeling that you're tied to, it's being tied to a concept, usually installed into your unconscious mind in your childhood. And that is not necessarily easy, but it can happen quickly. You can unlock that. You can unlock yourself very quickly. I want that to be in the middle. This is like the energies are telling me that this is the center of the point for this week ahead for you. Is this feeling like I can't do that because this is the way it is, and it's part of your calling, part of your soul purpose is to unlock yourself from these ties. I feel like it's something that's been carried out by multiple generations, something that you've been taught from like very early childhood, that like your parents were, this is something, a narrative that your parents were taught, and it really has, and their parents, it just went on, and it has so much to do with worthiness. All right, you're like feeling like you need to prove yourself, that you need like, or in the opposite sense, it's an inferiority complex that, oh goodness, I'm getting this flood of information. It's really hard to sort through. Just a second. An inferiority complex that manifests as the inability to get outside of your comfort zone, because people like us don't do that kind of thing. People like us don't shine like that. But it is very much a part of your nature, Leo, to shine. You are a star, right? And so like you've been keeping yourself small because of this generational pattern of, this is the way that we have to do things. We have to find a stable job. This is a big picture thing. The devil as a major arcana represents like big patterns that are carried from generation to generation, all right? So this is a big freaking deal this week, Leo. Anyway, people like us get secure jobs and stay at them, and we don't stick our neck out and try these new things in like get ourselves out where the larger audience can see us. We don't take leadership roles because we're not smart enough. We stay really small, we live frugally, and we stay safe, which used to be very, very important. In previous generations, it was very important to stay small and stay safe within your community, because if you had to leave your clan, then you could possibly be killed. You could possibly starve to death out in the wilderness. So you had to keep your little social circle happy and stay small and not try to be a superstar in any way. But we're not so dependent on that anymore. I think the world has totally changed, especially in the last 50 years, so that we're not dependent on our clan, like our family circle, our little community that we grew up in. We're not dependent the way that we used to be. We can go out and we can try new things and we can experiment, and we can be like, actually the narrative that my family was from, bless their hearts, they're good people, they're doing their best. That narrative doesn't suit me though. That's not who I am. That's why so many people turn away from the religion that they grew up in these days, much more than ever before, much more now than ever before, because it just, like they are safe to do it, all right? So you can get out of that little small person comfort zone. You're being challenged to do that. It's really scary. It's really scary, but it's an important part of your ascension through this lifetime. Your soul purpose coming into this life is to break the chains that tied the previous generations. And temperance is here to support the idea that you are not only healing your vibration, you're healing the vibration of all of your family members. I'm wondering what kind of vehicle that is out there. It sounds like a lawnmower, but I know it can't be. Anyway, okay, so can you think of the download that I'm getting is this like grandma was like the superstar at church or something like that, right? Grandma had all of these great ideas of how she wanted to live, but she couldn't because like grandpa said that she couldn't, like, or because like the community was like, no, we need you to stay here. And you know, like if you go out there, you're just going to come back as a fool, like stuff like that. You're healing the things that your passed on ancestors could not do, ways of living that your past ancestors could not have. Healing not just you, you're healing all those generations before, and you're creating a platform for many generations into the future. Even if you don't plan on spreading your genetic lineage by having children yourself, you're still healing people, that you're healing the energy of all humanity, right? When you decide not to play small and be miserable, the happier you can be, the more fulfilled you can be, the more you're making not only the present world a better place, it's also you're healing an entire timeline from the past and into the future. So that's some wizard work right there. That's you, Leo. By you being you. Look at that. You see the look on her face? I have the ability to fill my own cup. I have the ability to control my own destiny. I have, like, she's in touch with her heart. She's in touch with her intuition. She's in touch with the spirit beyond just her physical body, just the narrative of society as it is right now. She's in touch with something bigger, and she's following that as though she never had before, as no one ever has before. It's scary. There's on one hand it's really scary, and on the other hand it's exhilarating, like the first time you ride a motorcycle. Right? Like being on an amusement park ride, or like a roller coaster, right? It is so scary, but also the more you get used to it, the more comfortable it becomes. And before you know it, you look back and be like, I am not the same person I was 10 years ago. So, I know that this was a little bit of a vague reading. There weren't any specifics, like if this happens, then do that, stuff like that. But the messages that needed to come out were really important. They're meaningful to you for the big picture for this week and for your whole lifetime. And so we're going to close out by bringing it together with a little meditation blessing, where we're going to ground ourselves first into the present moment, and then we're going to talk about how important it is for us to accept our journey. Okay? So we're going to inhale for 4 seconds. We're going to inhale love from the universe into our bodies. And we're going to push it down to our root chakra. That's the place where our bottom is touching the surface that we're sitting on. And then we're going to exhale for 6 seconds, and we're going to push out all worry, fear, anxiety out the top of our heads for the universe to take away, and we don't have to deal with it anymore. Ready? We're going to do it 3 times, if I can keep count. Ready? Inhale love. Exhale fear. Inhale love. Exhale fear. Inhale love one more time. Exhale fear. And now that we've become grounded in the present moment, safe right here, right now, you know that at this very moment, everything is perfect. And that's all that life is a series of moments just like this. If If you can hold on to this space at all times, anytime you start to feel nervous, do that exercise. Start with 3 repetitions of inhaling love and exhaling fear. Anytime you start to feel fearful or anxious about the changes, the leveling up that you're stepping into, the challenge that you are accepting, you become present in the moment and you will feel safe. This is a task, a journey that you created for yourself before you even came into your physical body. It's like you made arrangements ahead of time for this. And now is the time to step forward and accept it. To love yourself and love the people all around you, and to be present and to make the world a better place. Thank you so much, Leo, for being you right now, right here. Make sure and check out your monthly reading for June. It's on the playlist, it's on my channel. I love you, and it's going to be a good week.